All right, look, it happened. I don't want to hear a whole bunch of noise in the comment section. It happened. It's just a thing. It happened. I got an iPhone XR, and you should too. I'll tell you why right after this.
This is, you listening to Travis.
What up, players? Welcome back. And for all you new people, welcome. My name is Travis and I do tech videos every single week and have a blast doing them. If that sounds like fun to you, sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Anything I talk about will be in the description below. But for now, let's get into the video. Some of you know I've been on the edge of almost buying Apple hardware for the last couple of weeks. It started off with the XR, looked kind of interesting, thought I was gonna buy it, and then the iPad came along. And that thing is amazing. The amount of things you can do, simply incredible. But some of the reviews came out saying that it wasn't a laptop replacement, so I kind of cooled on it. Then I went to California to meet up with Jonathan Morrison, and I got to see the new iPad Pro in action, and it's freaking fantastic. That's also where I got introduced to the new Mac Mini, something that wasn't on my radar at all. And now with 3 different pieces of hardware, all costing about the same, at least for the base models, I had a choice to make. Since editing video was one of the top reasons I was going to buy one of these pieces of hardware, the iPad and Mac Mini were the 2 finalists, and you guys were pushing me towards the Mac Mini. Seemed like a good idea. But Jonathan Morrison has done some really amazing videos lately, and while I was there, I saw some amazing things on the iPad, and since I've left, he's done even more things. So now I'm like, oh, maybe I get the iPad after all. Fast forward to today, where it's like death by 1,000 cuts. I've been hearing more and more about the XR, left, right, and center, and I've been teetering. But here's the problem. While I was in California, Jonathan gave me a XR to use for 3 straight days. And that was really the thing that kind of pushed me over the edge. Not only that, some of my creator friends have been making videos about the XR for the last couple of days and even the last couple of weeks, and it really just pushed me over the edge. So I'm calling them out. But before I do, Samsung Knight, stand up. Then sit the hell back down, because I still got my Note 9. It's still gonna be my main driver. But let's call these people out, people that pushed me over the edge. CJ Knows Tech, that's right CJ. Technically T, and Zach Talks Tech. 3 guys that I've watched videos of that made me want this more than ever before. I can't even hate on Viper, like he's been consistent the entire time. So I don't even know what to say about that. And it's really these guys' fault because they make tremendous videos that tell you all the reasons why you really should buy a XR. But to be honest, I kind of convinced myself. There is a reason why I wanted to get the XR. And I think there's probably some reasons why you should consider it too. One of the main reasons for me is I've never owned an iPhone, and to be into iOS and learn some of the cool things you can do, like everyone talks about iMessaging, some of those things are interesting to me. But for the people that hate on iOS, you know, the people that have never owned an iPhone just like me and just don't want any part of it, this is exactly why this device exists. Kind of like a drug dealer, where they, you know, say the first one's free. Now, one question I know you're asking is, why not blue? Well, let me be clear about this. I like blue, but I like the blue that I show on my channel, like my shirts and, you know, that sort of thing. The blue 10K thing right there, like that's the color blue I like. The color blue Apple is selling is baby blue, and ain't nobody got no time for that. So I didn't get this because like the camera's better or the hardware's better, or certainly not because the display's better. I mean, obviously my Note 9 has a better display, but because it's the ease of use, like everything just works. And it's just so well put together. I've been saying this from afar for our last couple of weeks, that I've always been envious of their integration. And knowing that I'm either gonna end up with an iPad or a Mac Mini, it just made sense to have something else that I could integrate with that. So all the people out there hating on this thing because it's the low-end iPhone, you kind of forget this thing has a better processor than the iPhone 10. Like, it's a lot less money and it's a better processor. And I've talked about this brand loyalty BS before. People who are loyal to brands are just fooling themselves. They're playing themselves. Do you think for an absolute minute that Apple or Samsung know who you are? I've gone over this before. I'll leave a link for that video in a card or in the description below. That's kind of like 101. You need to understand who you should be loyal to. And let me just give you a spoiler alert. To yourself and your money. I know there's a really good possibility that me getting this is gonna make people unsubscribe to my channel. To me, that blows my mind. Don't you want to know what I think about this? Like, why would your feelings be so caught up in an actual piece of hardware that means nothing to you other than the fact that you're watching a YouTube video about it? Some people get so butthurt over that stuff. I just want to know what it's like to have one of these things. Listen, at the end of the day, I got like 30 days on this thing. If it doesn't impress me as much as it did the first 3 days, I'm gonna take it back. I ain't even gonna feel bad about it. But here's the thing. I'm now supposed to be a tech tuber. I'm supposed to know a lot about a lot of things. And it's embarrassing how little I knew about the mobile operating system of iOS. So now I'm gonna have that information. And when I talk about the differences between certain smartphones, I'll be able to be a little bit more educated on it. And that's a good thing. It should be a really good thing for all of you viewers. But like I said, you should probably buy an iPhone, depending on what your financial situation is. If you're a hardcore Android user like I was, I actually highly encourage you to try a XR. I believe they're actually a fantastic phone for the value. I would like to see the price down a little bit. Sure, I get you. The OnePlus 6T is a tremendous value for the money. But listen, it's two different things. If you have the money, try it. It's not like you're betraying anybody. And if you're in the market for a new phone and you don't really care if it's Android or iOS, this is actually a really great phone that's gonna last you 3 to 4 years. Like, they're keeping updates on it. It's already the best processor that's out there right now. So it's not like you're buying something for $700 and having to upgrade it next year. And Apple tends to take care of their hardware. They tend to take care of their software updates. So you can rely on that. That's probably why you would want one. If you're on a budget, then of course you don't want to go high end. But the XR with payments is about $20 a month, at least through T-Mobile. That's not a bad deal. I know you're spending at least $20 a month in Starbucks. So stop hating on the XR. There's like nothing wrong with it. Look, if my opinion means anything to you, I highly recommend the XR. Give it a shot. If you're agnostic to the operating system, you might as well give it a shot. And if you're not, but you have the means to try another phone, try it. If you don't like it, return it. But my guess is you're gonna like it a lot more than you think you will. If this video helped you out in any way, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And if it didn't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. I'm here every single week having a blast. Hope to see you again real soon. Peace and love, peace and love.